with like the Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni thing, we've been talking about smear campaigns being levied against women. I think that Billy Ray Cyrus is using a smear campaign or launching a smear campaign against his ex-wife, Fire Rose. And he's doing this in order to get back in Miley Cyrus's good graces. Miley Cyrus, of course, is his daughter, his most famous child. Now, let me go ahead and explain to you why I think that's the case and how disgusted I was when I read this article. And it's not the first time I've read an article like this about Billy Ray Cyrus and Fire Rose. And it's just obvious that he's got Radar Online in his pocket. So let me go ahead and read it to you. You guys tell me if you're coming to the same conclusion or not, okay? Billy Ray, 63, recently offered 30-second birthday wishes to the flower singer on social media. But a friend said that has been his only contact since his quick marriage to the 38-year-old singer. His 7-month union with Fire Rose went up in smoke in May, but the insider squealed Miley has been refusing to get on the phone with her old dad. A source said, quote, Fire Rose saw Miley as a threat to what she was seeking, control over Billy Ray. She virtually forbade him to see Miley. She practically led him around by the nose until he realized how far he had strayed from those who meant the most to him. Yes, guys. And that's not even the full article. I've got more to read, but like I'm already disgusted by what I've read. Like it is so ridiculous. Billy is your typical old guy who goes for a woman who is way too young for him, right? A la Johnny Depp, right? You go for people. Billy, he goes for someone his daughter's age. His daughter's 32, his ex-wife is 38, and he's 63 years old. And he wants to tell me that him, with all of his fame, all of his money, the 3 extra decades of life experience that he has on this young girl, Fire Rose, she was a monster who controlled him and kept him away from his daughter. I'm so sick of this, you guys. I truly, truly am. You know, these guys, they keep doing this. The men that go for women that are young enough to be their children, they do this for control over these women, right? Especially if they have a lot of money and these girls, you know, they're dying to get into the industry or this, that, and the other. They want to have money, influence, and power over these girls. And then when it doesn't turn around, it doesn't turn out the way that they want it to turn out, what do? They start smearing them in the press. We've seen this before, and we cannot be foolish enough to fall for this again. I do not believe that this girl, who's a whopping 30 years younger than this man, controlled him and kept him away from his family. Billy Ray, with all of the cheating he was doing on his wife's Tish, you know, all the outside baby he had on Tish, that already tells me everything I need to know about him and the respect that he has for women within relationships. Okay. So no, you know, and that already tells me everything I need to know about the respect he has for his own children. So I think that he personally, you know, decided to stay away from Miley and to choose this woman over Miley. In fact, I don't even think that is why Miley doesn't talk to him anymore. I personally think that Miley was disgusted. Maybe he had an affair with this Fire Rose, you know, chick. Maybe that's what happened, right? Or maybe Miley just knew from the start that this was not going to work. It was an inappropriate age gap here. Miley's the same age as this girl. She was probably disgusted by it. Her older sister, Brandy, is an even closer age to this girl. Hang on, let me see. How old is Brandy Cyrus? Let me know, chat. I'm going to pull out my phone just in case I don't hear from you guys in time. But I think that Brandy Cyrus is like 35 years old. Brandy Cyrus age. Right? She's 37. So Fire Rose is the literal same age as your daughter, Brandy. And you mean to tell me that the reasons why your daughters, who are age mates with this girl, do not speak to you is because this young girl controlled you? Stop it. I think they were disgusted by you. If my father did this, I wouldn't talk to him either. Like, this is disgusting. What are you doing trolling around for women my age? That is weird. That is creepy. Right? So um that's the story that keeps on popping out there about Billy Rose and this marriage. He just will not stop his smear campaign against her, and I am so over it. The article continued to say the ill-fated duo's divorce turned nasty, with Fire Rose claiming Cyrus was verbally and emotionally abusive, and she did release some audio receipts. You can hear him saying some nasty things to her. And mind you, I remember doing a video about this. It's all coming back to me. Did you guys watch that video I did? In the audio tapes that Fire Rose leaked, Billy Ray was calling his own daughter Miley a whore. So you're calling your daughter a whore, and she's not speaking to you, and you're blaming it on Fire Rose? You're saying that Fire Rose controls you? Did Fire Rose control your mouth and make it call your daughter a whore? I don't think so. I don't think so. This guy is so shady. Billy Ray countered that she was using him to further her career, which sources claimed Miley warned him about from the beginning. Listen, again, I'm sick and tired of these geriatric men getting with young ladies and then acting like, oh, she was using me for my money. Well, what were you using her for? Why were you with a woman 30 years younger than you? What were you using her for? Let's be honest here. Why can't she use you for her money if you're using her for her youth? I think fair is fair. Why should she be with a grandpa when she could be with a young man if not for money? I'm sorry, but I hate when these people throw this as an insult. If you were with a man who is old enough to be your damn father and you're not in it for money, I'm sorry, but you're a fool. You are, because that is crazy. Okay? Stop it. Stop it. There's no honor in getting with someone inappropriately older than you for no reason. Do it for the money, y'all. I'm not saying to do it, but if you're going to do it for the damn money and have no shame. You know? Yeah, Ali. And in the audio tapes, he sounded so vicious towards that young girl. Socialite says, I totally agree with you, Grace. These older men have way more life experience, money, and power than this 30-year-old. Exactly. They try to use you for all your youth, your looks, everything. You know, they're like energy vampires. This is why the ladies who get with these men that are inappropriately older than them, they tend to age quicker too. It's because they're energy vampires. They're stealing your youth from you. And then they want you to walk away from that with nothing. Please, Fire Rose, I hope you got some money out of this. Please. And then maybe this man is trying to destroy her career before it even starts. Ugh. And then the article wraps up by saying another friend said Miley loathed Fire Rose. Billy hopes now that she's out of his life, Miley is going to let him back into hers. But he knows he's got some work to do. Nowhere in this article, and that's how I know Billy Ray paid for this article. Nowhere in this article does it mention that he called Miley a whore. Like, we're supposed to believe everything, you know, is the issue, except for the fact that you're insulting your own daughter. Okay. Whatever.